Imagine a place where time slows down, where the worries of daily life melt away in clouds of gentle steam rising from mineral-rich waters. In the heart of Japan's serene countryside, nestled between forested mountains and the whispering wind, lies a centuries-old tradition regarded not simply as a pastime, but as a pathway to wellness, longevity, and a deeper connection with oneself and the world, the Japanese onsen. For generations, Japanese people have sought the healing embrace of onsen, natural hot spring baths that dot the landscape from Hokkaido's snow-laden peaks to the subtropical islands of Kyushu. These sacred waters, born from the volcanic heart of the archipelago, have shaped not only the health of the body, but also the culture, spirit, and communal bonds of the nation. The journey to an onsen begins with anticipation, the quiet excitement of leaving behind the bustle of city life, of entering a realm where nature and tradition intertwine. In rural towns like Kusatsu, Beppu, or the tranquil valleys of Hakone, steam rises enticingly from wooden bathhouses. The air carries the scent of minerals and pine, and the gentle rhythm of falling water soothes the soul before a single toe even touches the surface. But what is it about Japanese hot springs that bestows such healing power? The answer lies partly in geology, partly in deep-rooted philosophy, and wholly in the unique way the Japanese approach the art of living well. Japan's volcanically active islands are blessed with more than 3,000 onsen, each with its own mineral composition. Sulfur, iron, sodium chloride, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide. Each mineral blend offers its own therapeutic benefits. For centuries, people have believed that soaking in these waters can ease joint pain, relieve skin disorders, improve circulation, and even promote restful sleep. But beyond old wisdom, modern science now confirms much of what tradition has long held true. Immersing oneself in an onsen bath gently raises the body's core temperature, prompting the blood vessels to dilate. This process increases circulation, lowers blood pressure, and brings oxygen and nutrients to muscles and joints, helping to relieve aches, stiffness, and chronic pain. For those with arthritis or rheumatism, the buoyancy of the water eases the burden on sore limbs, while the minerals themselves are absorbed through the skin, providing anti-inflammatory and tissue-repairing effects. Perhaps most remarkable is the immediate, almost magical, sense of relaxation that envelops the mind and body. As the warm water cradles every muscle, tension dissipates, the pulse slows, and breathing deepens. Studies have shown that regular hot spring bathing can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, while boosting endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators. In a world where stress undermines health and happiness, the onsen offers refuge, renewal, and calm. But the healing power of onsen extends far beyond physical benefits. It is woven into the fabric of Japanese longevity, the secret of communities that routinely produce some of the world's oldest, healthiest people. In blue zones such as Okinawa, where vibrant elders tend their gardens and walk to the sea, the onsen is both a social ritual and a celebration of nature's bounty. Neighbors gather in the steamy embrace of thermal waters, sharing stories, laughter, and quiet moments of reflection. Here, the boundaries of age and status dissolve, replaced by a sense of mutual respect, humility, and belonging. This sense of togetherness is no accident. Japanese culture places immense value on community, a principle known as yu-imaru in Okinawa. Mutual support, interdependence, and kindness. Onsen bathing becomes a living expression of this value, a place where generations mingle, where wisdom is passed down, and where the bonds of friendship and family are renewed. The ritual of bathing itself is steeped in mindfulness, echoing ancient Zen teachings that invite us to be fully present in every breath, every sensation. Before entering the onsen, bathers wash and purify themselves, a gesture of respect for others and for the natural world. As one sinks into the water, distractions fade and awareness sharpens. The warmth of the stone underfoot, the cool air on the face, the gentle hush of wind through bamboo. In this space, the mind finds stillness, and the heart remembers its quiet joys. Japanese elders often say that the secret to aging well lies not in avoiding hardship, but in embracing life's cycles, its moments of rest and rejuvenation. In the onsen, this philosophy comes to life. The body, fatigued from work and daily routines, is given permission to heal. The mind, burdened by worries, is invited to let go. The Japanese concept of ikigai, the sense of purpose, meaning, and joy in everyday existence, finds fertile ground in these moments of peace and connection. Consider the story of Mrs. Ishikawa, an 8-year-old from a mountain village in Nagano. Each morning she begins her day with a gentle walk to the local onsen, her footsteps steady and unhurried. There she soaks in mineral-rich waters with friends, sharing laughter and memories as the steam rises around them. She credits her vitality not to medicines or strict regimens, but to the rhythms of nature in the simple pleasure of daily bathing. "The onsen warms my bones and my heart," she says. "It reminds me that I am part of something larger. This mountain, this community, this flow of life." Scientific research supports these lived experiences. Studies conducted in Japan have linked regular onsen bathing with lower rates of cardiovascular disease, improved metabolic health, and even reduced risk of stroke. The combination of heat, mineral absorption, and relaxation has been shown to improve endothelial function, the health of blood vessels, while reducing inflammation and supporting immune balance. For older adults, soaking in onsen can enhance joint flexibility, balance, and muscle recovery, contributing to fewer falls and greater independence. Yet the benefits are not reserved for the elderly alone. Young people, too, find respite and inspiration in the onsen's embrace. For city workers, students, and families, a visit to a hot spring becomes a cherished ritual, a time to disconnect from screens, to reconnect with nature, and to remember the value of self-care. In a society that values diligence and perseverance, the onsen offers a gentle reminder. Rest is not a luxury, but a necessity. The Japanese art of bathing is also an art of appreciation. Whether in a grand public bathhouse or a rustic outdoor roten burrow overlooking autumn leaves or winter snows, every detail is considered. The sound of water flowing from a bamboo spout, the feel of smooth river stones beneath the feet, the play of light and shadow on misty surfaces. These are all invitations to savor the present moment. In this way, the onsen becomes a practice of gratitude, a daily celebration of life's simple pleasures. The healing power of onsen is amplified by the rhythms of Japanese daily life. In blue zones like Okinawa, where people regularly outlive their global peers, longevity is nurtured by a constellation of healthy habits. A diet rich in vegetables, fish, and fermented foods like miso and natto. Daily physical activity, from tending gardens to climbing stairs. Mindful movement practices like radio taiso, and a deep-rooted sense of purpose and belonging. The onsen fits seamlessly into this tapestry, offering both physical renewal and spiritual nourishment. For those seeking to cultivate their own healthy aging, the Japanese onsen tradition holds valuable lessons. First, it teaches us to honor the wisdom of our bodies, the need for warmth, rest, and gentle movement. It reminds us to nurture our connections with others, to create spaces where community can flourish. And it encourages us to find beauty and meaning in the ordinary, to pause and appreciate the gifts of each day. Even if you cannot travel to Japan's famed hot springs, you can bring the healing spirit of onsen into your own life. A warm bath at home, infused with mineral salts or fragrant herbs, can become a daily practice of self-care and mindfulness. Set aside time to soak, to breathe deeply, and to release tension. Invite a loved one to share the ritual, or simply enjoy the quiet solitude. Allow the warm water to wash away fatigue, to soothe your muscles and your mind. Embrace the Japanese philosophy of ma, the space between things, the pause that gives life its rhythm. In your moments of rest, you will find not only relief from stress and pain, but a deeper sense of gratitude and joy. Remember the story of Mrs. Ishikawa and the countless elders who have found strength, resilience, and happiness in the simple act of bathing. The next time you feel weary or overwhelmed, imagine yourself in a tranquil onsen, surrounded by nature's gentle embrace. Picture the steam rising, the minerals shimmering beneath the surface, the laughter and kindness of friends nearby. Let this vision remind you that healing is not a destination, but a journey, one that begins with caring for your body, honoring your rhythms, and finding connection with others. In the end, the healing power of Japanese hot spring baths is not just in the water itself, but in the way it invites us to live, with presence, gratitude, and a deep respect for the cycles of life. It is a tradition that teaches us to slow down, to heal not only our bodies but our spirits, and to age with grace, dignity, and joy. May you carry the spirit of the onsen with you, wherever you are, and may its gentle warmth inspire you to cultivate your own path to healthy aging, one mindful, restorative moment at a time.